Welcome to today's lecture of relation and function. I am going to discuss part 1 to part 5 of question number 1. This one is the chapter relation and function, and this one is the question I am going to discuss. First of all, let us understand the statement. Determine whether each of the following relations are reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. First of all, if I am talking about the relation and we should know about what is the meaning of reflexive and what is the meaning of symmetric and what is the meaning of transitive. These contents should be clear to you so that we can proceed with the exercise. If I am talking about reflexive, if A is in relation to A in a group of elements, any group of elements or any relation, and in case of symmetric, if A is in relation to B, then B should be in relation to A. And third part is transitive. If I am talking about transitive, if A is in relation to B and B in relation to C, then A should be in relation to C. Let us do the problems one by one from exercise. First of all, part 1 of question number 1. Relation R in set A 1 to 3 up to so on 14 defined as xy such that 3x minus y is equal to 0. Now one more thing is there. We should know or we have to keep in mind that these values are the values of x, not the values of y. These are the values of x. Okay. First one, if I am talking about x, x is 1, 2, 3, 4 up to so on 14. This one is the value of x. Now statement is given to you 3x minus y is equal to 0. It means I can write 3x is equal to y or y is equal to 3x. If these are the values, then I can easily calculate the value of y. Y is 3 multiplied by x. It means the first value is 3. And what about the second value? 2 multiplied by 3. This one is 6. Then 3 multiply 3. It's 9. 4 multiply 3. It's 12. Similarly, 14 multiply 3. It's 52. These are the values. You can represent these values using Venn diagram also. Using the content of set, not the Venn diagram. I am talking about these values 1, 2, 3, 4 up to so on 14 like this. And what about these values? These are the second set 3, 6, 9, 12 up to so on 52. You can represent the values like this and you can design the combination. When I insert value of x is equal to 1, I will get value of y is equal to 3. Similarly, when I put 2, answer is equal to 9, 6. When I insert 3, answer is equal to 9. When I insert 4, answer is equal to 12. When I insert 14, answer is equal to 52. These are the values. Now, what about these relations? If I am talking about reflexive, symmetric and transitive, what about these relations? If I am talking about reflexive, if I insert x is equal to 1, then answer of y should be equal to 1. But this content is not there inside this problem. If I insert x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3. But y should be equal to 1. It means this statement is not reflexive. This statement is not reflexive. First point. Now, what about second point? Second is symmetric. If I am talking about symmetric, if I insert 1, suppose answer is equal to 3. By inserting 3, answer is equal to 9. Now, basically what is required? By inserting 3, answer should be equal to 1. But this one is not there. It means the statement is not symmetric. This content is not there. Now, what about the third part? If I am talking about third part is transitive. If I insert 1, answer is equal to 3. If I insert 3, answer is equal to 9. By inserting 1, answer should be equal to 9 to make it transitive. But this condition is not there. Again, this condition is not satisfied. It means the relation is not transitive. Now, what about the result? It means the first question is neither reflexive. If I am talking about reflexive, you can put cross here. Symmetric, it's not symmetric, and transitive, it's not transitive. Now, what about the next question? This one is the second question, similar to on similar track that of first one. Now, the given set is set n of natural numbers. Now, what are natural numbers? We should know about that. Natural numbers. Now, what are natural numbers? Natural numbers are starting from 1, ending with infinity. These are the natural numbers. Now, basically these are the values of x in this statement. Now what about the relation? Relation is given to you, y is equal to x plus 5. This one is the statement. But side by side, one more condition is given to you, that is x less than 4. If I am writing x less than 4, what is the meaning of this? It means only 3 numbers are there, 1, 2 and 3. These are the 3 numbers which you can say are the values of x. If I insert x is equal to 1, value of y is equal to 6. If I insert x is equal to 2, what about value of y? Value of y is equal to 7. If I insert x is equal to 3, what about value of y? Value of y is equal to 8. It means 3 pairs are there, 1 6, 2 7 and 3 8. These are the only 3 values which you can write inside this question. If I have to check about the reflexive nature, symmetric and transitive nature, okay, let's point out these values. Reflexive, symmetric and transitive. If I am talking about this content, by inserting 1, 1 should be there. By inserting 2, 2 should be there. By inserting 3, 3 should be there. This condition is not satisfied inside this question. And what about symmetric relation? If I insert 1, answer should be 6. If I insert 6, answer should be 1. But if I insert 6, answer is equal to 11. Also, 6 is not the valid point because x is less than 4. It means the symmetric property is also not satisfied in these parts because only 3 points are there. What about transitive nature? If I insert 1, means A, B, B, C and A, C. This relation is required. While inserting A, the answer should be B. If I insert B, answer is C. It means while inserting A, answer should be equal to C. Again, this condition is not satisfied because points are not there. 1, 6 and next time I have to insert 6 inside the statement, but this one is not possible. Similarly, other points 2, 7. If I insert 2, answer is equal to 7. But I can't insert the value of x is equal to 7. It means the transitive nature is also not there. It means all the 3 conditions, if I am talking about reflexive, symmetric and transitive, all the conditions are not satisfied in this problem. Now, what about the third question? The points are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, the condition is y is divisible by x. Okay. Now, what about x? X is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These are the values of x. And what about y? Now, y is divisible by x. What is the meaning of this? Any idea? If I am writing y is divisible by x, then what are the points? In first combination, what I can write? Suppose I am writing pairs here, x, y. First of all, first pair 1 1, then 2 2, 3 3, 4 4, then 5 5 and 6 6. This one is one divisibility because each number is divisible by itself. Now what about second condition? 1 2, then 1 3, then 1 4, 1 5 and 1 6. What is the meaning of this? 2 3 4 5 6 all are divisible by 1. Now what about next condition? If I am writing 2 here, second point 2. Now I can't write 3. 4 is there, 2 4. The combination of 2 4 is there. Then combination of 2 6 is there. 4 is divisible by 2 and 6 is divisible by 2. What about next condition? 3 is divisible by 6. 6 is divisible by 3. Now, these are the points. Out of these points, we have to check whether the total relation is reflexive, symmetric or transitive. These are the three conditions: reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Let us check these three conditions. Now first one, reflexive, A in relation to A. Now what is the meaning of A? A is the point inside set A, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 1 2 2, all the points. Look at this one, all the points are there. It means answer is yes. The relation is reflexive because all the points are there. 1 1, 2 2, 1 1 is there, 2 2 is there, 3 3, then 4 4, 5 5, 6 6, all the points are there. Now what about symmetric? If I am talking about 1 2, 1 comma 2, okay. What about 2 1? 2 1 is not there. 2 1 is not present. If I am talking about 1 5, 5 1 is not there. Similarly, other combinations. If I am talking about 2 4, then 4 2 is not there. This one is not there inside the set. It means answer is no, related to symmetric. What about transitive? If I am talking about 1 2, 1 2 is there. Then 2 4. And the next one 1 4 is also there. But it is the condition of single point. 1 2 is there, 2 4 is there and 1 4 is also there. What about other points? What about other points? Suppose I am taking the example of 1 3. Okay, let us take another example 1 3. The second combination is, let us say 3 6. 1 3 and 3 6 are there. 1 3 is there, 3 6 is there, but 1 6 is also there. 1 6. Now, depending upon these conditions, you can say that this relation is transitive and answer is yes. this relation is transitive. Now, if I have to summarize this answer, reflexive, you can say yes. What about symmetric? You can say no. What about transitive? The answer is again yes. This one is the answer. Now the fourth part. In part 4, set Z of all integers defined as xy. xy, x minus y is an integer. Okay, this one is the condition. Now what about integers? Integers are all positive and negative values. If I am talking about 0, 1, 2, 3, up to so on infinity. Similarly, negative values are also there. -1, -2, -3, -4 and all the negative values, means from minus infinity to infinity. All the values are there, but decimal values are not there. These are known as integers. Now what about the combination? Now what about the difference x minus y? X minus y is an integer. You can write any point. Suppose I am writing 5 minus 4. Answer is equal to 9. This one is again integer. Suppose I am writing 3 minus 7. Answer is equal to -4. This one is again integer. You can write any point. It means combination of all the points are possible. If I am writing same point, 1 minus 1, answer is equal to 0. Again this one is integer. If I am talking about, okay, now what about the pairs x, y? I can write 1, 1. I can write 0, 0. I can write -1, -1, 2, 2. All the elements are there. It means reflexive nature is there inside this relation. It means the relation is reflexive. Now what about the second part? Second part is symmetric. If I am talking about symmetric nature, xy, if I am writing 1, 2. Now what is the meaning of 1, 2? The condition is 1 minus 2, answer is -1, it's integer. This one is the condition. The answer should be integer. Now what about 2, 1? The output is 2 minus 1, that is 1. Again the answer is integer. This one is the condition. It means if both the values are integer, then relation is symmetric. This one is again okay. Now what about the third condition? Third one is transitive. Now what about the transitive nature? If I am writing 1, 7, answer is 1 minus 7, that is -6. This one is integer. Suppose I am writing 7, 3. Answer is 7 minus 3, that is 4. Again this one is integer. Now what about the next pair? 1, 7, 7, 3. The third combination is 1, 3. This one is 1 minus 3, answer is minus 2. This one is again integer. It means transitive nature is also there. If I have to summarize this question, reflexive nature, yes. What about symmetric nature? This one is also yes. And what about transitive nature? This one is also yes. It means all the three characteristics are there inside the relation of this problem. Now the fifth part comprise of again 5 parts. From that, first part is xy. This one is relation. X and y work at the same place. Okay. These are not from the numbers. This one is only the statement. Suppose one place is there, ABC is one company. ABC is one company. This one is there. This one is one organization, and name of this organization is ABC. And X and Y. Now what is the meaning of X and Y? X is one employee and Y is another employee. And both the employee work at the same place. Now, if I am writing here X is in relation to X, related to reflexive, you can write easily that this answer is true or this answer is valid or reflexive nature is there, because X is in relation to X, because both lie in the same company. What about symmetric nature? If I am talking about symmetric, X is in relation to Y and Y in relation to X. Both are true because both lie in the same company. Here, the working place is important. Work at the same place, nothing else. If both the variables lie in the same place, then the answer is true. Now, suppose I am taking another value, that is Z. Inside this company, suppose 3 variables are there. In case of transitive, what's required? X is in relation to Y. Answer is yes. Y in relation to Z. This one is again true. Implies that X is in relation to Z because both lie in the same company, X and Z. It means again the answer is true. It means all the three conditions are satisfied. First one is reflexive, second one is symmetric, and third one is transitive in this problem. All the three conditions are satisfied. Now what about the next question? The next question is again of the same category. X and Y live in the same locality. Suppose one area is there. The name of the locality is any locality you can write. Suppose locality is Hero Club. This one is the locality, and X and Y are there inside that locality. It's similar to the previous problem. What about the reflexive nature? If I am talking about reflexive nature, x in relation to x. This one is true because both lie inside the same locality. And what about symmetric nature? X in relation to y implies y in relation to x. X and y both lie in same locality. Y and x both lie in same locality. Again, the answer is true because the target point is not the numbers here. Target point is the relation where they live. They live in the same locality. If both the persons lie in the same locality, it means the answer is true. Otherwise, answer is false. What about transitive nature? If I am talking about transitive nature, I have to take third point, Z. Suppose Z also live inside the same locality. Now, X in relation to Y, this one is okay, and Y in relation to Z because Y and Z both live in the same locality. And what about the third category? Now, X and Z also live in the same locality. It means answer is again true. Now, what about the final answer? If I am talking about all the three characteristics, reflexive, symmetric and transitive, all the answer are true. Reflexive, this one is true. Symmetric, this one is true. And transitive, this one is true. Now, what about the third part? Third part is X is exactly 7 centimeter taller than Y. If I am talking about this condition, this one is the condition. X is exactly 7 centimeter taller than Y. Now, what is the meaning of this? It means in terms of mathematical statement, X minus Y is equal to 7. This one is the condition. After taking this mathematical relation, you can easily define the content. If I am writing X minus Y is equal to 7, suppose I am generating two sets. First one is X and second one is Y. If I am talking about these values, now this one is first set and this one is second set. If I am taking any value, let value of X is equal to 20. Value of X is equal to 30, 40, 50, you can take any value. Now, what about the answer? Value of Y, what about value of Y? 20 minus 7, that is 13. Here 23. And what about this one? Answer is 33. And what about this one? Answer is 43. Now look at the problem. X is exactly 7 centimeter taller than Y. Now this condition is satisfied. Suppose I am talking about reflexive nature. Inside reflexive, both the values should be equal. But in this statement, by inserting 20, 13 is there. It means reflexive nature is not satisfied. What about symmetric nature? Inside symmetric, if I insert 20 is equal to 13. 20, by inserting 20, I get the value as 13. By inserting 13, I will get answer as 6. This one is not again satisfied. It means symmetric nature is not there inside this relation. What about the third category? That is transitive. If I insert 20, answer is equal to 13. If I insert 13, answer is equal to 6. Now, implies that if I insert 20, answer should be equal to 6. But this condition is again not there. This condition is not satisfied. It means if I am summarizing this question, what about reflexive nature? Answer is no. What about symmetric nature? Answer is again no. What about transitive? Again the answer is no. It means all the three conditions are not satisfied. Okay. What about this problem? X is wife of A. Now, if I am writing here X is wife, and what about Y? Generally, if X is wife of A, it means Y is husband of X. Okay, this one is the condition. This one is the pair X comma Y. If I am writing about reflexive nature, reflexive. Now, what about the reflexive nature? If I am writing X comma X, now what is the meaning of this? X is wife of X. X is wife of X. This one is not feasible. It means reflexive nature is not there. What about the second condition? Symmetric. If I am talking about symmetric nature, X comma Y and Y comma X. If I am writing here X is wife of Y, how can I say that Y is wife of X? Wife of X. This one is again not true. It means second nature means second characteristics of relation is not feasible. Now, what about the third category? That is transitive nature. X, Y and then Y, Z. This one is not feasible. If X is wife of Y, how can I say Y is wife of Z? Because I am changing the gender of Y here. It means this one is again not feasible. All the conditions are not satisfied. If I am summarizing this one, reflexive, not true, symmetric, not true, and transitive, not true. All the three conditions are not there inside this problem. Now, the last question of this video, X is father of Y. Again, this one is the same content as that of previous one. In case of reflexive, how can I say X in relation to X? That is, x is father of x. This one is not feasible. This one is not true. It means reflexive nature is not there. What about symmetric? If I am saying x is father of y, then how can I say y is father of x? This one is not again feasible. What about transitive nature? Transitive nature. Okay. Let us check about this content. If I am writing x is father of y. Okay. This one is the first combination. If I am writing x comma y. And what about y comma z? It means y is father of z. If I am writing here x is father of y, it means y is son. Now y is father of z. Basically, what is the relationship between x and z? X is basically grandfather of z. This one is the answer basically. Now, x is not father of z. This one is the condition. It means again the third condition is not satisfied in this problem. If I am summarizing this one, reflexive, answer is no. Symmetric, answer is again no. And transitive, answer is again no. All the three conditions are not satisfied in this problem. In the next video, I will discuss about question number 2 and 3 of this exercise. Thanks for watching my video.